Good morning, students. This is Marlene, and I am just doing a quick follow-up video this morning regarding the new process that you start this week. There is a video explaining to my prior class back in February um, how this process works this week with starting with vital signs, and we will continue this process throughout the remainder of your um, CNA online learning experience. What we're doing is we're switching the study guides over to paper format for your study only. You no longer turn these study guides in. In its place, for turning in, you will take little self-quizzes. These are not actual tests, they are self-quizzes, but they are counted for grade. They are a combination of learning experience for you and a method of my evaluating your learning basic information from Unit 12 and from procedures that you will learn for me. So it's helping you to know what you're learning and helping me to know what you're learning. And this is prior to the testing that you will do on this chapter, and which will be combined with the other 4 or 5 chapters actually in a couple weeks, and I'll explain that again at a later time. You will not actually test on chapters units 1 through 5 and unit 12 until week after next in 2 weeks. But these are just little self-quizzes that you will do based on your learning information every week. You have these self-quizzes, the opportunity to take them 3 times. I would ask you to close the book when you take the very first self-quiz after you've studied to ensure that you have learned your information. How the process works is you study, then you go take the self-quiz, see how much you recall, how much you remember, and how much this will prepare you for your actual test. And based on the information that you missed, whatever, you go back to the book and study again a little bit more, and then go back and take the quiz again, and you have up to 3 times the top score counts on your grade. So it's kind of a win-win for you. You should be able to get 100% or nearly 100%. And it was really pretty effective. And you have immediate feedback. So it was quite effective last semester when we used this process. And you, again, with that immediate feedback, that really helps you too. Then I would like you to also read chapter 26 in your Mosby's Assistant to Mosby's textbook for nursing assistants. And I always refer to it as Sorrentino's. You'll find that most college instructors just refer to the main author's name in the book when we're referring to your books. And so I will from now on refer to that as Sorrentino's. So read chapter 26 in its entirety. Take your time reading it. Make sure you make lots of notes for that. And also make particular notation for the procedures for taking apical pulse, taking respiration, taking radial pulse, taking temperatures, and taking blood pressure. I've put a lot of videos on the site to help you. There's one that's kind of lengthy. It's 30 minutes long, but it's very, very good. It's for beginning nursing students, and I really felt like it was fundamentals of nursing, and this is what you're doing here. And you notice that student's confidence in herself because she was competent in having learned basic information as she went forward. On the blood pressure procedure, there are 3 methods that are listed on page 488 in the book. I do like method 1 and 2. I do not like method 3 because I do not like going to a specific number thinking that we're going to get that information, that we won't miss beats on that blood pressure that we're trying to hear, plus that we don't go any higher than we really need to go for that resident, because 160 to 180 milligrams of mercury can be a lot of pressure on that arm, and so it's not a method I prefer at all. I wanted you to be aware of that. Then on page 490 is a great opportunity for you to do review questions. There are 15 of them on there, and you can ask yourself those review questions and then look them up on the back on page 833 to see what the answers are, because the book gives you the answers for those as well. But do remember, if you are just renting the book, please don't mark in those books, because that would ruin it for somebody else then who is studying going forward. If it's yours to keep, you do what you wish, but for rented books, please don't mark on those review questions. I think we've pretty much covered what's going on here. No more turning study guides in. You'll use those only, the paper ones only, for your study only. Then you'll take the self-quiz by Sunday evening up to 3 times. Take it, 25 questions, see how well you do after you've studied and listened to all those videos. And then, based on the ones you missed, go back, study some more, and take it again and get your best shot. And you should be able to score pretty high, and those scores go along to your grades. They are not the tests. There will be up to about 6 tests in this course, but these are self-quizzes that will actually count the same amount as your test. So this shall help you not only prepare for your test, but also help your class grade as well. So I encourage you to embrace this new thing, give it a try. I think you're going to like it. Let me know what you think. I will advise you that texting from my cell phone works much better. If you need to call me, my office phone is 623-6168, and that's area code 785. My cell phone, I don't always have turned the volume turned up on it, because if I'm doing something like this, or if I'm teaching class, I don't even have the cell phone on me. If I'm at home, my cell phone gets really poor reception out there, and so about the only way you can really reach me at home is texting. Also be aware that I do work elsewhere when I'm not here. I work here Monday through Thursday, so some of those weekend days I'm working somewhere else. So it may take me 24 hours to get back to you. So, keep up there. And I don't try to work with you, but I think you guys are doing such a good job. I've been very proud of you. And just keep it up, and text me for any questions you have. If you're having some IT problems, I would really encourage you to call that IT number on the Moodle site to see if you can get that resolved. There's not too much I'm going to be able to do for the IT standpoint, but IT should be there for you. But I would call early on. There is also Monday through Friday business hours. There is, a number that you can call and talk to somebody. But certainly open a ticket if you're having some problems with your computer, and see what can be resolved. Good luck to you all, and I will hope to see you online real soon.